are not repeated.
Right, absolutely. Let's also put out the photograph now of the Ford truck that was used to carry out this particular attack as well. This is the truck that was used by the terrorists, and you can very clearly see in this truck gunshots as well. So you can see bullet marks right here at the back, a clear indication that of course, there was some sort of a to and fro that took place with the cops as well, who we saw rushing towards where the truck was ramming into people. So this is perhaps how the cops were able to get a hold of the entire situation as well. But Major General GGP Vedi, the number of attacks that we've seen just in the past 48 hours or so, is it likely that America will be taking some sort of strict action or setting some sort of a precedent?
Well, first and foremost, let me say that it's very difficult to pinpoint such attacks because you have to go into detailed background check of the individuals, and especially the veterans who are released and who has been to the war front. Some of them also get certain stresses of the war, during the war zone, so they need to be, screened, and they are also vulnerable. And the second point is that you see America has increased its security apparatus after the 9/11, and I am a regular visitor to US, and I have seen that their systems are quite in place. But then the point is that security cannot be 100% foolproof. There are always a window where such elements can exploit. But the point is that the terrorists and the security agencies, they always, the battle, or the cat and mouse game, because I have operated in almost all type of insurgency terrorist affected areas, that you have to confront new realities. Now the new reality is the plying through the crowds using these heavy trucks. Now this is a new challenge because security forces today are better geared to take on the armed, terrorist or also explosive. But in this case, this individual, Jabbar, apparently was well prepared. He has recognized the area. He has chosen the particular spot. He was carrying an automatic rifle, also exchanged fire with the security forces. Therefore, he was not a rookie. That means he is well hardened, well prepared for a skirmish, well prepared for a fight, and therefore I think such individuals, he could have done far greater damage if he had not been eliminated. So I think two things here come to my mind as a security expert, having handled these insurgencies, that we need to be fully prepared and rather be proactive to see how these new trends are emerging in the terrorism, what are the new techniques they are using, and secondly, also try to figure out the networks, because after all, online radicalization, you can always try through the cyber security measures to point out the kind of suspects or those people who are vulnerable, and people of certain ethnic or religion are more vulnerable, and they are more targeted, and therefore these agencies actually spot out the vulnerable people. So all I can say is that first and foremost, especially the veterans who have the skills to use firearms, can use greater damage. When they are released, there should be a very proper screening and a check kept on those who possibly could be radicalized. And secondly, security forces also need to keep pace with the new terrorist techniques that are emerging. And lastly, public also has a full role to play, because each individual is responsible for their security, and therefore, so on such occasion in public places, I think security needs to be enhanced and further tightened up. Devika.
Right, absolutely. At the same time, we also